right, hello everyone. Good to see you, at least your names. Paul Trani here with not necessarily Natalie, but Ainsley Wagoner. She is actually a designer, senior experienced designer, mind you. None of this junior stuff. You're actually an instructor as well.
I am,
right?
yeah. I teach a class at California College of the Arts.
Yes, that's cool. And you also work, obviously, you work for Adobe. You've spent time working on XD, at least parts of XD, when they need you. And it sounds like you probably get a variety of tasks, I guess, you work on. I don't know. You tell me. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We're just happy to have you.
Well, let's talk about me. I work on a team called Assets and Collaboration inside of Creative Cloud, and so we work on things that are really close to XD. So how people are managing their assets on the web, all kinds of assets. So through all your different Creative Cloud programs. I work on the Assets website.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. So I'm actually gonna I can jump out there too. Can I get to it? Can I just type in assets.adobe.com?
You can. It's assets.adobe.com, and so I've worked on a redesign of this website that's in the pipeline. It's like being released little by little. So it's always interesting as a designer because it takes a while for your work to get released and live. So like right now, parts of Asia are using a new version of this website.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's how you roll it out, is you roll it out to different regions?
Yeah.
See how it performs, if there are any issues. So,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
That's interesting.
So I worked on a redesign of this, and I worked on a commenting system for XD prototypes, which was really fun.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So anytime you're in XD, publish prototype? Is that what we're talking about?
Exactly. And then
allow comments?
Yeah, allow those comments. And then when you see that link on the web, you can send it to somebody that you're collaborating with, a stakeholder on your project, or a fellow designer, and they can open up the commenting panel like this.
Yeah.
And they can
switch to my screen. Yeah. First of all, this is actually it's actually behind us a little bit. Let's raise it up, but right back here, it's like, hey, needs more red. But this is what you're talking about, sort of adding these comments, and if they're signed in, it'll have their name. What if they're not signed in? You just say guest?
Yeah, there's a way to do it if you're not signed in. And then you can specifically say, I have a question about, exactly, this corner.
Except for here, less red. You get the idea. Yes, I could have picked another example, but this is really cool. So everybody is actually a lot of people are participating in this challenge, so they can select that challenge tab. And what's cool is they're sending us links this way, so we're actually able to comment on their designs, which might be kind of fun.
Oh, sure.
Again, all sort of prototyped and worked on by you and people on your team.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty cool. I think it's fun that you do experience design, or you do UI for like a UI tool, which is very meta. So.
It's super meta. I have a bunch of artboards that are like inside of XD that are like the frame of XD.
Yeah.
It's super
exactly.
meta.
You're like inside of it. You're using XD, and you have the interface of XD actually in XD.
Exactly.
Nice. Well, that's cool. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the different challenge submissions. Of course, we have about an hour and a half.
Cool.
Before we actually review those. So at about say 2:30, we'll kind of go through and review them throughout the next hour or so. And then also just do random giveaways.
Cool.
Some socks and some things, which we actually gave you we gave you some socks. You got all the goodies.
I got some socks.
Rolling in. So yes, so Natalie Lou could not make it today. She hit her head the other day. So our thoughts and prayers, if you're religious, go out to her. So she's doing fine now, but we're like, hey, you know what? Just take time. Don't worry about it. And we were able to pull you in. So this is really cool. And people love meeting new people, so give her a warm welcome. Good to see you, Omar and Killian. And, ooh, Michael Crabtree is going to be up next. He's in our chat, so he's our next guest that we have. But give her a nice hello. Ryan Ford, we will be reviewing your design, I think, if it hasn't been reviewed already. And that's the plan. But us, we have like a design challenge as well. We get to make something over the course of the next like hour and a half or so. So this
While
is
people
fun.
watch.
While people watch. You're not used to that. You're like, hey, we just have about, almost 500 people just peering over your shoulder. Hey, what you doing there? Oh, you're really going to pick that color, huh? Okay. This is like not helpful comments at all. Like when you comment, be helpful. So Laura says hello. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, Laura.
The good old drama says hi dudes. Joseph, hello, my friend. So this is good. So, and you're not used to that. It's kind of a different experience, but I think this is kind of fun to, tackle the creation of, an app or an experience, that's kind of like made up, kind of fun. So what are you thinking for today?
Oh, what's my app
what are your
idea?
thoughts? Yeah.
So I'm a musician too, and I want to design. When I do passion projects, I like to have them be at the intersection of my two passions, which are music and visuals. So
okay.
If I saw my portfolio link go up there in the list, but a lot of my projects have to do with like music videos or making fun, cool sounds that are colorful in the browser. So,
wow. Are we saying visuals that go along with music?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're responding to those, different waves, different wavelengths, and I don't know.
Yeah. So
that's one way to approach it.
I straight up like to do like amateur music videos where I take a song that I like, or I take one of my songs and I use like iPhone video footage. I like to do that.
Wow.
But also I have a project called Ohm, which is OOAAMM.com that I worked on with a developer. We partnered on this, and it's just like, it doesn't really do anything except to create delightful sounds and visuals. And as you press different shapes, different sounds happen, and they come in and out. And I like this aesthetic of overlapping opacities. I love that. And the different things that happen with the different shapes. And then when you toggle the color schemes at the top, the sort of, if you're a music person, the chord goes into inversions. So it sounds like kind of a new, fresh soundscape.
I'm curious, anybody out there deals with, if you're a designer as well as, interested in this, like is also a musician. I think there's a lot of people that are dealing with, yeah, I know you guys can't hear it. I'm just going to go ahead and we'll post the link, but yeah, I'm not going to play it this way. I don't think we're worried about that right now, because we want to hear you. Paul, turn the sound on. All right, fine. I actually probably can. Let's do that. Okay, you ready for this? Make sure this is not on mute. Wait for it. Let me jump into my system preferences. Talk amongst yourselves. You should have the link. It's really just, what is it again? OOAAMM.com. Yes, very much influenced by Bauhaus. I love that aesthetic. Okay, so it should be set up. I was just going to play it so we could hear it, and then it will actually... and if not, we won't sweat it, because again, the whole idea is to cover some visual design.
Ooh,
ooh.
There it is.
Hello. Hopefully that's not too loud, but that's really fun.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It's a toy. It's a browser toy.
It's a fun toy. Well, it's amazing, like what we can do with this, because this could be like a really cool. Is this just a really cool like mixing app based on shapes, that sort of thing? Could be anything. But I like how non-standard this is in terms of like a website, so that's cool. And people are liking it. Melissa likes it.
Double time.
Terrence says it's cool. Yes. Is it a pentatonic? That's a big word with lots of syllables, and I don't know what it means. Honestly, do
It's
you?
a type of scale.
Okay. So I'm like, no, I appreciate music.
With just 5 notes.
Oh, pentatonic only has 5. Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Into it. All right. So let's get started. That's what you're interested in. So you're thinking, okay,
Yep.
I make an app around something like this?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. All we know is we have a screen. We have about an hour and a half. And yeah, we're just gonna get creative and make something. Do you have some notes written down there? Is that part of it?
I do, yeah. I'm sort of a list maker, so I usually start by making a list of things that I want it to do.
Perfect. And Felicia's asking, so basically what's going on here is we have Ainsley from Adobe. She's an experienced designer. She's also an instructor at California College. What is it again?
Of the Arts.
Of the Arts.
CCA if you're
CCA.
local.
Cool. California College of the Arts. She's interested in music, so we've written down some notes on kind of where we're going to go.
Impatient.
Oh, so let's do this. Yeah, what do you think? So you have a music app idea. Looks like it says what? Upload a song, maybe?
Yeah, so here is my, here's what I want. I've wanted an app in the past that basically, I want to know if there is a common thread in all the songs that I like.
I love it.
So there's, I have my favorite songs, and I've never really sat down to say, like, are these all in the key of C major? And are they all like 120 beats per minute? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the formula for like a hit song or a song that is a hit for Ainsley.
Yes.
So I kind of want an app that will let me upload a song in various ways. And so how would I do that? I would want something that would let me upload from where I'm listening to music. So that would be, for me, Spotify, maybe YouTube. Maybe I found a YouTube video, being able to upload that audio, Pandora, iTunes.
Yeah, this is interesting. And another way to think about this, like if I'm using Spotify, is this like an app within an app? Or could this be technology that you develop that goes inside of Spotify? It's just another way of thinking about it. And Natalie was with us on Tuesday, and she was working on sort of the donation and like integration within Spotify. It's what makes me say that as well.
Oh, so that you
that's being
could say,
hers
I
was
like
like
this
donating.
song.
Hers was all about like donating. So if you're listening to a podcast, essentially you can, if you listen to it, it's like you're donating, or you can donate directly to these podcasts.
Oh, wow.
So that was her angle, but I like the idea of, I don't know, I like it being integrated with my current experience, but like you're saying, is it coming from YouTube or Spotify or Pandora or iTunes? Like, how do you get all of those, get that music into the app, essentially? And that's a tricky one. Like, how do you do that? And we can make up technology. We can be like, magic button. Maybe it's within Spotify, send to your own app. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, I mean, definitely my mind went to links, first of all, which is where I think some of this breaks. Like, it would be harder, I think, with an iTunes upload. But, like, how do you upload things in general? You can upload it by, like, pasting in a link, and you could do that with Spotify or YouTube. Pandora, I think, too. I'm not a Pandora user, but, or just, like, directly uploading an MP3.
Yeah.
You can pull that from your phone.
And that's good. And we can always have a screen and then work on some of that later. It could be just like a question mark.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Magic.
I like the link. I like the idea of this getting big. And as soon as maybe Pandora builds in a link to the app, and as soon as Pandora's on board, how far away is Spotify?
Yeah, it's definitely something that could be in the realm of the Genius lyrics thing, where it's like,
love it,
almost like a plugin that like is a layer of other information.
I don't know if Terrence and Tim, or Laura's familiar with, like, say, the Genius in Spotify, which basically gives you sort of like behind the lyrics facts for songs, which is way cool. And I think, Laura, someone was asking if you play any instruments.
Yeah, so I guess what you would call a singer-songwriter. I play guitar, I play piano, grew up on a lot of piano lessons, all of the school band orchestra. But I play guitar and sing.
And sing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And write songs.
I like it. So, do we have any other guitarists or pianists out there? We had to take piano lessons as a kid, and it stuck for some of me and my siblings. It only stuck for one. The rest of us are like, yeah, that's not working for me. I would rather play baseball. And he's awesome at it. My little brother's really good at piano now. So it totally worked for you as a kid. Took lessons.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, it's hard. It has to be applicable.
I'm just looking.
Whoa,
Just Mars bass.
fun.
Oh, Usama's a rapper. Hey,
Awesome.
percussionist. We could put together a band.
Oh, Laura, I totally need a drummer.
We need a drummer. Felipe's could be our guitarist. Joe McLean's a guitarist as well.
Awesome.
We could have like an Adobe Live band.
Oh,
That would be
fun.
really cool. Oh, that would be so interesting.
Spoons.
I would love, again, just another crazy idea is like, if you had an app and maybe you just had a bunch of visual, like an animation that played, and you gave it to all your friends that play percussion, guitar, this, that, and the other thing, and they just played piano to those visuals.
Yeah.
And then you overlaid them all, and then you made a song.
Oh, that would be really cool.
That would be cool. This is fun to think about. And I'm just going to think about it. I'm not like musical at all. So.
Yeah.
All right, Mitch, that's a bad joke of the day. That's kind of gross. I don't know if you read it. I'm not reading Mitch's comment out loud because that's disgusting. So that's good. No, this is good. So yeah, we can ingest these
Very
tracks. Cool. I think everybody would be interested in it because we have lots of musicians here. I'm totally jealous. It's like me and Mitch, we're the only ones.
Well,
Can't really.
I'm sure you can sing and
Oh yeah, I
clap.
can. Oh, I'm not afraid to make a fool out of myself. I'll just be the guy in the back with the tambourine, but you took out all the little cymbals from the tambourine, so it actually doesn't make any sound because I can't keep a beat. I'm purely just the visual, no noise coming from me. I'm the hype man. I just like the idea of having an instrument that doesn't work, like it's not a guitar that's not plugged in. But they're like, no, let's just let him do his thing, and I'm just like off in the corner.
The fashion guitar.
I'm gonna play the fashion guitar. I'm just there for looks. That's all I really want to do anyways. It's obviously made out of cardboard. I get to smash it at the end. This is fun. So let's do this. So that's initially, so I saw that initially on your notes. So you bring in the track, and we'll have to mock that up, whether we draw it out or we dive into XD, either way.
Totally.
What are you thinking in terms of like getting started? Are you gonna draw, or are you gonna just dive right in?
Well, I'm gonna talk through, I think, like the different components of it, and then we can together figure out how many screens that sounds like.
Okay.
Because I think that would be one screen.
Okay.
Like
yes.
the importing. I think the other thing I want to do with this is I'm a songwriter, and I get ideas a lot for songs when I'm walking. So I'm like walking to a certain tempo, and then a line pops into my head to a certain rhythm with a little bit of a melody attached. So I want to be able to, what I do is I pull up my voice memos and I hum it so I don't forget.
Okay.
And what I would love is if that had a layer of information over it that told me what key it was in and what tempo it's in.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I can start to really quickly go into some other software and add percussion and add chords. There's a layer of interpretation between humming what's in your head and then finding those notes on an instrument. So
yeah.
I want that too.
No, that's perfect, because kind of what we're talking about is like, again, and what I'm starting with, and whether I'm being helpful or not, I might not be helpful.
Okay.
Just so you know. But nonetheless, I'm just gonna go ahead and just like I could use like a UI kit or something. We released like 5 new UI kits for XD, which are awesome. So this is literally like I needed to do just like sort of a submit a URL. So that's what I was gonna do, is just like use potentially one of these text fields that are already created and drop that in.
Yeah.
So we can always post that link. I like it because kind of what you also described is similar to a Shazam, but you're using your own voice to a certain degree. You're analyzing these, you know, this audio input.
Totally.
So yes, I could play air guitar. You're right. I kill it at air guitar. That's good.
Yeah.
Voodoo Val's all for it. She likes the idea, and I like it too. It's like, this is good. All right.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I didn't think about like a close up on my hands. I wish I had the manicure.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this is my hands, nice and big for everybody to see.
Let's see. So we have a screen that could be one screen that is either uploading through a link or importing a file from your phone, or ports you over to some kind of voice recorder.
Cool.
So we have that.
And as you talk about this, I'm just kind of like trying to mock up some of this. Like maybe you don't need this, but anyways, it doesn't matter. What's nice is I'm just using a UI kit, so that's easy to kind of jump in and swap out some of this content. So instead of this being continue, this is going to be like your, you know, an import from iTunes or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud like you.
Sure. Yeah. I think that it would probably be, the first step is you would need to make a decision about whether you want to import or enable your microphone. And then once you say you do want to import, it could maybe bring up some choices of like little app icons or something.
Okay, that's good. I like it.
So I'll just draw what I just said, which is like, once you do that, it can say, so this is a mobile app. We've already decided. Once you say, I do want to upload, that'd take you to maybe options around different places you could do that from.
Okay. It's the... Hey, it's good to hear. Ashok's downloading XD right now. That's cool. Download the trial. Cool. Download the trial. Try out the challenge. Go to the challenge tab, and you could have a chance to potentially win Creative Cloud and turn that trial into a year subscription, which would be dope. And speaking of music, we have a little... You don't hear it, but we have a little Andrew Apple Pie, as he's known, playing behind us. We don't hear it, but they're hearing Andrew Apple Pie.
What is that?
He's just it's just cool designery background music. But it's like totally what you think a designer would probably listen to. That's Andrew Apple Pie.
Awesome.
I'm stealing some of these icons, by the way, for Spotify and stuff. Like we could always like collaborate on a library or something. I don't know. Either way.
Oh, you want
No,
my input?
No, not right now, but
okay.
I'm gonna like, basically everything you're talking about, I'm trying to help with assets.
Got it.
Because you have your, like, you know, uploading from Pandora, iTunes, Spotify. Cool.
Yeah, what's the other one here? iTunes, they all kind of have like little music notes. And so then, yeah, this would be kind of like you tap, and this would be the voice recorder one. Everyone will see how messy my sketches are.
That's good. It's
Super
kind of
messy.
like... It's kind of like that problem with like not naming your layers, for instance. Things get really messy before they get like clean. So.
Yeah. Well, there's, you know, the sketchbook is normally very private. And
you
so
shouldn't have told me that, because when you're not looking, I'll be like, hey, what else is in here?
in
Maybe
terms
that could be
of
the
like
giveaway. Ainsley's private notebook of all of her secrets.
private.
Private. I would love, you should write that on the front. Private, keep out. Ainsley eyes only.
Little sister, beware.
Yeah, little sister. I'm talking to you, little sister.
I had one like that. I had a diary that was like, I know you read this, Colleen.
That's good.
I had to pay.
I know you read this, Colleen. Look over your right shoulder. And then you're right there. Classic.
Yeah. Really got her.
All about it. Oh, I like it. I think Osama said he's like a rapper, but he's talking about echo, reverb, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, as soon as we have that in
totally.
there, think of the possibilities. So.
Totally.
Into it.
Okay, so those are super, super rough sketches, but I think we need, like maybe 3 screens for, this should be 1 screen, I think. It should be actually like upload or voice recorder. And then from there, you would go to ways to upload, or kind of a live voice recorder. And then that would need its own controls of stopping, pausing, and then playing it back.
Yeah, they're rare. So pausing, stopping, playing back after you've recorded. So is the record button on that same screen? Sorry. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Maybe you could just even tap this big, nice, clickable
I love
circle.
just the big red, you know? And then what I also love, I guess it doesn't really have, you can record as long as you want, I assume, which is what I would want. I was just thinking about metaphors, just UI that is currently out there, such as Snapchat and what's on Instagram stories, has the red record button, but you only have 30 seconds, so you can watch it like record. But we're giving it more time than this. We're giving it all the time we want. I would assume, not all the time, but longer than 30 seconds is long. There's no...
Yeah, let's do it. There was a suggestion for an adjustment slider. I think that is a really good suggestion.
Adjustment slider.
Yeah, so you can sort of say, oh, actually...
Oh, perfect.
I need to go back.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And re-record that part.
I like it.
Okay, so this is like the setup part. This is the ingestion mode. So we have super rough ingestion screens. And then there would be the information layer where your song's imported. We probably want a like animation screen. So now we're gonna analyze the track, analyze the audio. So we have, this is gonna be an animation. It's like a happy person listening to your song. And then it would be like this really cool analytic screen that's like, okay, this is in the key of E major and it's 120 beats per minute and it's in 4/4 time, and then you can add your title here.
Cool. So I like Joseph Mars is like a waveform, an animated waveform.
Oh yeah.
As you're listening for the wait thing. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Ooh, totally.
I like the idea of like, what if you can combine the two? Maybe the ear. I like the idea of the headphones, and then there was like a waveform on it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Behind it.
Artsy. Yeah, it's somehow like connected to that wire. So again, I'm thinking very graphical. It's just a curve, and then as it starts analyzing, you kind of see it bounce up and down. All fun ideas.
I love it.
We'll see what works. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't.
So.
Thank you so much, Voodoo Val. Perfect. So that's what we're doing. Basically, you're going to be able to upload a track or tracks. You can also record something, and it will give you all the stats and information about what's uploaded or recorded. And then we can kind of go from there. I love the initial kind of premise of what you're talking about. It's like, is there a common chord that is throughout all the songs that you like?
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Totally.
It's like, did you know, kids, like toddlers, like babies, when they hear music, sometimes they'll start dancing.
Yeah.
Supposedly that they dance a lot to beats that kind of mimic a heartbeat.
Oh.
So it's kind of very familiar to them, and that's when they start dancing. And I guess there's like Black Eyed Peas songs that follow that same rhythm. So they'll play a Black Eyed Peas song, they'll say, here's the waveform for it, and then the babies will start dancing, because it's like, this follows the heartbeat. Isn't that interesting?
But then other songs they don't respond to.
Not as much, so they'll do some, and they're not really responding as much, but then when they do these ones with like the beat, supposedly mimicking like a heartbeat, that's when you get into it.
Oh.
So is there something sort of going on a level we're not aware of for music we like?
Oh, totally.
So I know for me there's certain tracks that I like. I know I love like stringed instruments. Anytime there's a song with like a violin in it, some stringed instrument like that, I'm like, I am on board.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to go to an app like that. Oh, that's kind of what you're into. And here's all the tracks that have that sort of commonality, which would be super cool.
I like anything with banjo in it.
Oh, do you really?
I love banjo.
I don't know, is that how it goes? There we go.
Just anything with that.
We don't have the rights to play that actual track, so we gotta just voice it for you.
Dueling banjos. Val also banjo fans, totally.
What is it? Banjo pants? Like, I thought you said banjo pants.
Banjo pants.
Banjo pants.
That's the name of this app.
That would be so fun. Like,
it'd be really confusing.
No, I just love the idea of like you upload these tracks and they all have this banjo in it, and you are a banjo pants. Like each one has a persona. You know, I'm like a Mr. Strings.
Yeah, there's like archetypes.
Banjo pants. Archetypes.
You're a stringster.
You're a stringster. We'll work on it. Stringstrist. Yeah, stringstrist. I like it.
Great. Ship it.
Devil Went Down to Georgia. Is that a banjo type song?
That is fiddles. You'd like that song.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm into it. And again, we're kind of also talking about trivia. That's the theme today for the challenge. You could select that challenge tab. It could be even music related, and that could be the trivia that you make your prototype on. So that's the challenge today. It's just trivia, I don't know, trivia game technically. They have to create at least 3 screens, link them together, and be creative with it. It's been super fun.
Great. Favorite bands that use banjos. Great trivia.
I don't even know.
Is that a question for us?
I think that's a good question.
I love Sufjan Stevens. He uses banjo a lot in his earlier stuff. And then again, I like it kind of used in more contemporary indie music. I like folk music too. I love bluegrass. Yeah, Mumford & Sons is great.
Yeah.
They are good. I feel like I'm just getting into music land now.
No, it's all good.
I'm
working
designing.
away.
So these are the screens that I'm really excited about designing, is the kind of like the readouts of what you're into. Because I think there's an aspect of synesthesia that gets to happen here where like what color is E major, what color is E minor.
You used another big word there, synesthesia. Is that like, what does that mean?
Yeah, synesthesia, I'm gonna probably get the definition pretty wrong, but it's an actual characteristic of human beings where like when you hear sounds or music, you see color. So like colors and sounds and tones are like linked. And some people have it, so that's exciting. And some people have it kind of a little. And it also, I think, is tied to when, also like it happens with numbers. Like, I don't know if this happens to you, but like when I think of certain numbers, especially 1 through 10, they kind of have colors associated. Like if you picture 4 in your mind, it's not just like a random color. For me, it's like blue.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. Does anybody else have that? I feel like, I don't know, Rob? Laura, just kind of curious if you have the synesthesia, if you like, and you're talking about visualizing a number, like, or if you think of a number has a color associated with it?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
a sound could have
numbers
color.
And sounds.
Okay,
yeah.
Interesting.
I don't really have it. I wish I did.
Sounds really cool.
A frequency color chart. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think even based on what you showed us with your friend, that app that you made, this is totally along those lines of like you visualizing something that's not necessarily visual.
Totally.
And that's kind of like what we do. And I find we probably do that more often than not, is visualize things in our head rather than trying to spell them out or any other way. You know what I'm saying? Like visuals carry a strong connotation, obviously.
Totally.
All right. Submit a song.
Yeah.
I'm just doing very crude. I could be entirely off completely as I kind of put some of this together.
So I think from here, like it'll be fun, I think, to design these screens and make the actual readout really big and colorful. And then there's like all kinds of like advanced settings you could go off on. So you can have links to tabs for that song. I'm like a big tab person, tab Googler for guitars. So like you can look up the guitar tabs for songs that you like and it'll just straight up show you how they are played, so we can have.
Yeah, I don't really know what tabs are, but I'm sure
it's just like the music, the sheet music for it, but written like specifically for in this guitar way. So guitar tabs.
Colin Brooks. I don't know if you could explain a little bit more. Frequency will create a color and warmth. Frequency. I don't know. There's so many. This is such a foreign topic to me, I feel, but this is fun to dive into.
So yeah, there could be kind of an advanced page that's what's on my list. Get the guitar tabs, buy the song, actually buy music from, I don't know, Amazon, whatever.
Kind of like Last FM. Dave or Dav. I'm kind of curious. I haven't spent much time on Last FM. But this is really good. Like, this is part of, should go along with like our research. How are they tackling maybe some of this? I don't know.
I'm not so active lately, but I was a Last FM user. I wonder what he means.
The slower the BPM, the darker. I like where his head's at. I like Colin's thoughts.
Yeah,
like
sure.
This, and again, it's like I think everybody might be thinking that, but to visualize that and be like, hey, all of us are on the same page with this, makes it super fascinating. Again, for your trivia app, feel free to use UI kits. I'm actually using this the Wires UI kit to see if we have actually. Oh, perfect. Look, in wires, there's like pause, play, kind of jump forward, some different things that we might be able to use.
Ooh, very good.
I wish, man. Kevin Schneider's saying the app should be smart and analyze how you feel and play the right song. I don't even know how I feel half the time. What are you saying? An app's supposed to know? But I like it because what if you had I could imagine the Apple Watch could do this, but it's reading your heartbeat. It knows your current beat, and then it gives you a beat based on your heart rate.
That's interesting.
Yeah. No, it's
that's interesting.
Sorry.
So like if you're like, I'm really sad and my heart rate's so low and I've been sitting on the sofa all day.
And now here's a depressing song.
Yeah. Here's some Radiohead for you.
Here's some Radiohead. now your heart rate is even slower. I don't know.
Now you're
what's
just
below
really
Radiohead?
thinking about
what's
life.
Like the most, and where do you go from there? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. What do you all think?
Mazzy Star.
What's
like Fade Into You?
Yeah, what's gonna bring you down?
That would bring me down. And I love it, but I'm like, I've never been so sad and felt so good. That's how it's like both thoughts at the same time.
So there's an aspect of like maybe you set it into a mode where you're like, I'm feeling low, but bring me back up.
Yeah. Or
it knows you're like having a workout, and so it plays your workout songs.
Yeah, there's apps that do that as well. I can't think of it right now, but I don't know if it's on Spotify. But like 160 beats per minute. They say for runners, there's a certain beats per minute.
Yeah.
And it will play those songs. It'll give you that playlist based on those beats.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I like it. Cool. It's all analyzing this data. So.
Totally.
I
like Janet's comment.
Yes. If you want to kick butt, play Queen. I love it. I love that stuff. You're like, yes, get you riled up. Love it.
Yes.
All about it. So
great.
Sorry. I'm
still
looking at your notes. What was on the previous page?
So I've got 3 screens. I think that you've mostly covered them though. Can I see?
I kind of just did like submit a song.
Yeah, I think that there would probably need to be a screen before this where you're making that choice of like which
submit or record.
Yeah, which road you want to go down.
Yeah.
And that could be like really big, clickable icons.
Okay, cool. So this one wouldn't have this stuff. It would be like, it'd actually be submit or record, right?
Yeah.
Are these the different options?
Yeah. Hum a tune or import your favorite song.
And I'm just saying like submit, but maybe import is probably a better word.
Yeah. Import, upload. Those are good. Verbs. Great.
I like it. Let's make sure these get.
So what UI kit are you using?
I've kind of been bouncing around. I think I definitely took some from Wires, and then I also noticed this Navigo has just like a lot of nice elements, so I was kind of just checking it out for different items. Nice. Navigo, is that like, check it out. Like there's everything from
I want to use those
guide,
colors.
apps, onboarding. So this is good. Ooh, I like this. Like this is cool.
Yeah.
Just in terms of
that's
that
great.
Radial burst.
Totally.
And these cards, by the way, feel free. You want to use these? I could post a link, but basically these are from the UI kits. Timeline. Some social media aspect, comments. You get the idea. Ooh, look at this too. So who knows where these will come into play? But these are just like kind of, they get the juices flowing.
Great.
So.
Yeah, I like the way Laura is thinking too. That was kind of how I was thinking about it too. Like using a really strong palette for really upbeat, happy, major songs.
Yes. I like it. So here's even like a wave. I gotta try to find some of those. I don't know. I'm just calling them sound waves.
Oh,
this is a little. This isn't as dramatic as I want it to be.
You can't see my finger, but
Go ahead.
even this, like waveforms can be. We can just grab that and use that to show different levels, different music.
But again, this is what I end up doing is like, at least when I'm in a rush, and these look just like my Illustrator files, is I start just piling stuff in here, and see what kind of emerges, what floats to the top, and that will be good. And again, that's just one of the many. There's a game console, so game console UI kit might have some interesting things. And again, as you're looking at these, think about if you're working on a trivia app, could you steal? Not steal. It's only stealing if you get caught. Just kidding. It's not stealing at all, actually, because we're giving this to you for free. But look at that.
It's only stealing if you're stealing.
Ooh, this is good. Like, we can, like... Because this might be like a layout for the songs. Like,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's songs that will be known, of course.
Cool. Take that. Let's throw that in there. Let's make it happen.
Okay, well, so I have these rough sketches. You have your rough sketches.
Is it okay that I like work while you work and we just kind of we'll just kind of figure this out?
How can I help you? How can I sort of best?
Well, and by the way, like,
you I'm just talking about music. And
and I was just
like, these are bands I like.
I got too excited.
That's fine.
I was just like, I got to do something. Is it too much coffee? Is it too much coffee? Did we have too much coffee? I haven't had any. People don't know that this is usually how I am.
Oh.
This is vodka, though. It's water. So yeah, Colin, this is being recorded right now to be immortalized forever. You can watch it later, and will be available as soon as we hit stop later today. The last 3 days are actually being recorded too. I really like this color scheme though, just like as I perused through these screens, this was actually the UI kit that they had to use yesterday for that challenge, but this is the Sky travel kit. But just like the look of this is just really, really nice. I don't know why this says music and colorful, like using these vibrant colors. I could see some of these like vibrant colors like in the app.
Totally. Purple is like very creative and
right, and it just makes a nice might be a nice background color. Like, look at this. Like, this is some nice sort of like start screens that we can think about. But ultimately, I'm still also looking for some of those sound waves. And what we have here.
We could draw some.
Yeah. What am I thinking? Of course we can.
I can draw. I can draw.
Basically, what I was saying is like, I need to find a line. I need to go ahead and like, you could just draw a line. That's basically like, you could just draw that.
Yeah, well, sometimes you get in, sometimes you don't think about it. But I'm glad that you said something.
You're like, Paul, you could just draw a line if you need a line.
What kind of line do you want? I'll draw you a line.
I want a wavy line. Oh yeah, perfect.
Like this?
Oh, I love it. Something like that is awesome.
Great.
Yes. I tell you what you could work on is we have 2 screens to work out. Is like this one, but definitely that one, since you know a lot about that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, or I don't know how it.
He was pointing at.
Sorry.
This one, like the animation loading screen.
Yeah, there's the animation loading, and there's also the readout screen, because I know nothing about those details.
Yeah, that's
and
the one
for
I'm
a
most
newbie like
about.
me, like all I know how to do is hum, and this could be really good education for me as well.
Oh, so have
wrong?
it be like, hey, try again.
Oh yeah, no, like
you're totally off key.
Hey, was that a hum? And it does it kind of like
the
really,
readout would be like,
snotty.
actually, that's no key.
Was that really your voice? Is that really how your voice is?
That was very abstract what you just did.
I know. Oh, I'll be like, you jerk, you app. Why you gotta be that way? That's
so
funny.
like that. That kind of feedback.
But I'm thinking like once it analyzes my voice, I have no idea what pitch, like all that stuff means.
Oh.
What keys are, I have no idea.
Oh, gotcha. Sure. So a little bit of...
You just need to dumb it down.
Sure.
For me.
A little bit of educational
Joseph Mars, I like it. Maybe show the keys that are hummed in real time.
Sure.
Like, could that happen? All right, I gotta get on this.
Yeah. Like a little auto-tune UI that sort of shows. I can sketch that. It's like, oh, you're singing a D, but you're kind of over here, so you're a little sharp.
And that's that could be an app within itself, which is just an a tuning app.
Yeah.
To make sure you're within the right tune.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, here's my. I'm gonna keep going. What screen size are you designing?
I just did iPhone like 6, 7.
Okay, me too. And then actually, I don't know where to download the UI kits. Can you tell me that?
Yeah, I will. I could send it to you. I will also post it in chat. And again, it's actually right here. This is the link that I'll post. These are the 5 UI kits. If you want to get just the wires one, which is also really good, just go to File and UI kits, and then go to wireframes.
Okay.
So right here.
Wow. Oh,
download.
You know, I have downloaded this one before. I'm always updating my XD versions though, so it'll be good to do this again.
Yeah, and so I like that one because it really does have everything. And on that first, like in the upper left, basically, there's like a whole panel full of like various icons that you typically need. So it's like the general UI kit. But
so I saw someone asking what my Behance is, and it's really like the least updated part of my internet presence. So I'm in my Behance right now. It's my name, Ainsley Wagoner, but it's really embarrassing. So don't go there.
No. Oh,
don't go to my Behance.
Well, it's always kind of sketchy because, like, if it was really up to date, your employer, like whoever your boss is, like, wow, it makes them nervous. I can imagine your boss would be like, oh, wow, Ainsley's really updating her portfolio. What's that all about?
Right, yeah. So you got a new
So the only time you update it is when you're looking for a job is the thing.
Kinda.
Kind of.
I mean, theoretically, no.
I'm trying to give you an out.
Projects,
is
but
what I'm trying to help you with.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's a lot of my work from college, which is good, started from the bottom.
Yeah, now you're here. In the spirit of songs.
Now I'm in the middle.
Hey, I say we can only speak in song lyrics for the next.
Oh boy.
That would be so hard.
That would be really hard.
Started from the bottom, now you're here.
Yeah, it's better to go to my website. Let's start a new thing called
record. You either hit stop or pause.
So this opened up. I want the mobile one.
Yeah, they give you web and mobile. And by the way, what's really cool about it is the assets. So let's probably change the color.
Oh, there's.
Ooh, look! Ooh, look right down there at the bottom too. Just FYI.
Charts.
Yes, that's what we need. Charts.
I like those.
Feel free. We've actually seen these in some of the submissions for the trivia challenge. It's like, how do you rank amongst other people, or like what certain percentage of the population got this question right? But I'm really liking some of these. Let's actually change this color. So a lot of this is linked together through this assets panel, and I know since we've been kind of getting excited about that sort of purplish color, I can just kind of tweak that a little bit.
Where are you? How do you open that asset?
Right down here. Boop.
Oh.
Beep. And then right-click, edit, and then you're able to change it. Not all the colors are in there. Some of these are. You can actually put gradients in there, by the way, which is cool. But what I'm just trying to show is, like, at least for this part, is the recording part.
This is so fun. I don't usually get to use these because when I'm working in XD, we're using our internal style guide, which isn't available to the public, and it's not like a UI kit. So this is awesome. This is really fun.
That is really cool. And also, what's good for that is the like CC libraries. Because we can make that sort of, basically it's a library that can constantly be updated and used accordingly. So, let's go to here, change this.
I need you all to help us name this app.
Ooh. So, and this is good for those of you joining us. Thank you, Felicia.
Aww.
All right, so I kind of messed it up.
I'm having a good hair.
So, what?
I need one now.
Come
I need
on,
a hair compliment.
Help her out. Hair compliment. You know how some days you're like, can you just tell me? Can you just tell me? I hate to spell it out for you, but you're gonna have to tell me today.
I need one.
Hum track, with a Q. So again, you're able to upload or hum a tune, and it will actually analyze that, tell you what key it is. And what's cool about this, you like songs, diagnose the song, because maybe multiple songs have the same beat or the same components, which is really fun. So key tune, play my mood, mun track.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Oh.
But I like it. Anyways, sure.
Okay,
we'll go with it. Mun track.
That's a +1 for Val's name. I named my file Tune Interpreter, which feels like it could be shorter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's good, but it could be a little.
All right, are you using...
But that's what it does. It's a tune interpreter. So that's, if you can, maybe it has a fancy name, but to describe it, those are two great words to describe it.
Tune interpreter.
Tune interpreter. That's kind of what you want to say.
In tune. That's actually great. Who said that? That's an inside job.
Tunify, yeah.
Tuna song.
Superstar You.
Toonie. These are great.
I gotta start logging these. Yeah, Gus, I don't know if you find a good one, let me know. Tunify.
Harmony.
What key? Tuna. Let's go with Tuna. I think it's kind of funny. Tune it. Tune Squad. All right,
I like Tune Squad. That's pretty good. Okay. Are you using it? Do you have any thoughts on typefaces or whatever?
I don't have any thoughts on the typeface.
Okay.
Currently. I think I just started with just a simple Helvetica New just because there's lots of different widths and stuff, so that's technically what I was using right now. What music? So would you be listening to banjo music right now if you're designing?
Yeah. 100%.
Tuna. And welcome to the jam.
Tune Cloud. Oh, Space Jam lyrics. Yeah.
I got the song. Started from the bottom of my head. That's the song I got stuck in my head.
It's a good song.
Started from the bottom, now we're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is just giving you, like, I'm trying to do a cool, basically it's recording.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. This needs to be over here. We'll flesh this out. Because initially it's just like, you shouldn't have any of that. It's like, hit this button, you know, record. And there should be a little bit more advice. So basically it's going to go like this. It's going to go, you know, record a tune. You know, just let's do record.
Mm-hmm.
It could just literally be like rec.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this is one of those things, if you've downloaded the app, I would think there would already be a certain amount of knowledge that comes with that. You know what you're downloading. To a certain degree. Not that you can't, you know.
Yeah, I think it's never a bad idea to be a little explicit.
Yeah.
In your UI.
Synchronize. Kristen May, I really just love that word. Synchronize.
Mm-hmm. Synchronize.
Ooh, Oh, you were clever.
No.
Oh.
I'm just reading the cleverness.
Oh, Janet. Synchronize. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and just type that in right now. Synchronize. It looks very weird when I type it out, but I love the idea. Ooh, thank you. Looks like we have a straw poll. You can check it out from Adobe Live, posted right there. So just vote for your favorite app name. We'll drop that in. Oh, why the tear, Rodney? Oh, it's all right. Check that out in a second. Straw poll. Let's take a look. These are the options that you'll see in that straw poll. Again, the whole idea of either uploading a song or humming, just basically recording pretty much anything, and it will analyze that track and give you the diagnostics of it, and recommend similar songs that would be like it as well. So looks like we'll see how punchy the audience is being, see how punchy everybody's being, because Tuna's on the list, so there's a good chance Tuna could win. And I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with Tuna.
I think it would be a fun visual, like to have a fish.
Yeah.
And then just like, if you could integrate like a sound wave into that. What if it's a fish underneath and the water's like the sound wave?
Yeah.
So many fun ideas.
So, yeah.
It was probably, you know, suggested in jest, but Tunology. Oh, Kristen McCabe. Tunology, I like that as well, don't you? Because you're getting like this whole...
yeah, that really like brings in the knowledge and education piece.
Yeah. Joseph, I was thinking about this, the circular stroke indicating the record time. The only problem, I was initially thinking that, but the only problem with that is that it shows that there's a finite time that you can record. And what if you want to record longer? Is that wrong? You could record a minute. You can record 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I love the visual, but I was thinking, That was the only reason why I didn't implement it.
Yeah, maybe that could be part of the playback part, or maybe that's the scroll mechanism. But I think, yeah, you don't want people to worry that they're running out of time.
Yeah. So it looks like you have the straw poll. We still need to have a tiebreaker. So Tuna, in tune, tune key.
Is it too late to add them, or it's already?
No. What do you want?
Well, synchronize isn't.
Synchronize,
which was a great one.
It is a good one. Well, what's nice is this is you are our special guest, so you could like veto anything at any time. Mm-hmm. You could just you really exercise that authority you have as an instructor, as the senior designer here at Adobe, creator of XD. That's right. Just kidding.
I created it.
She created it.
This is my creation.
All right, cool.
I need like just a real simple input field that I'm just gonna draw. Oh, there's my screen.
Huh? Oh, I like it. Looks like the Gus Bot 5000 says, you know what? Let's do a random giveaway. So we just do a random giveaway. Just because we appreciate everyone obviously contributing to the name of this app. Love it. Robert Shirley, just cartoons. I just love that name. I wanna build an app based on that name alone. But thank you, Felicia, for telling me I have nice hair. But we're gonna give you the gifts of Adobe XD, known as these fancy socks, and then this sketchbook. All you have to do is say something in the chat. Be like, I love Radiohead, or hype. Just let us know that you're there, because if we do call your name, we want to make sure you can hear us and can respond.
Banjo.
So who's your favorite, who's playing right now? Who are you interested in, like, right now? You got a band? Like, I'm thinking, if I was to type in my favorite band right now, what would it be? Like, maybe it is Radiohead.
I do like Radiohead.
They are dope.
That's not new to anyone. I'm really into this artist. My favorite artist right now is called Mitski.
Mitski.
M-I-T-S-K-I. I also love this artist called Torres. T-O-R-R-E-S. Both like female-fronted singer-songwriter, really interesting song styles. They write on guitar mostly, but like really stripped down arrangements with like some electronic kind of elements, very subtly in there, synths.
Nice.
Those are my faves.
I'll have to check them out. I don't know of them, but they sound awesome.
Lots
Just
of
Mars
Coldplay
likes radio.
fans.
Yeah, Coldplay's cool. Pet Shop Boys, Bass Nectar, wow. Ed Sheeran, yes, we were talking about that earlier. We learned from one of the trivia submissions that an Ed Sheeran song was the most played song on Spotify.
Is it pronounced Shireen?
Sharon? Sheeran.
Oh,
Sheeran.
I'm gonna start saying Shireen though.
Shireen, it's Sheeran.
What was the trivia?
Gates. One of his songs, I don't know, it's like, I don't know the song, was it like Piece of You or something, was the most played song on Spotify.
Oh, like of all time?
But most of my knowledge comes directly from chat, so they could be pulling my chain about most things, because that's where most of my knowledge comes from, so everybody here. Blondie. All right, so, Shireen. All right. Led Zeppelin. The Shape of You. Thank you, Val. By Ed Sheeran. Most played track from, I think, 2017 on Spotify. Yep. Thank you guys, are so helpful. Again, everything awesome. I know because of chat. We're picking a random person from everyone who's responded or said something in chat. And we're going to, the GusBot 5000 is working that out right now. yeah, I guess we have Tuna and In Tune. Ooh. And our winner is, go ahead and do the honors. The winner of XD Swag is
Jim
Zielinski. Jim Zielinski. Congratulations, Jim Zielinski. Let us know that you hear us. He's like, oh, I gotta put down my bowl of cereal. I don't know. That would be me. I'm like, oh, I know it's 3 in the afternoon. I'm eating cereal. I gotta put this down. Like,
that's the perfect afternoon snack. Nothing wrong with that.
Jim Zielinski, congratulations. And it looks like for the app name in the top 2, as I continue to refresh and view results, it's like a tie between Tuna and In Tune. I say we go with Tuna. Is that okay?
What about In Tuna?
In Tuna. In Tuna. In Tuna. I don't know. In Tuna.
Okay, yeah, maybe
In Tuna.
Maybe one or the other.
Yeah. I'm fine either way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mitch says, no, just Tuna. You're right.
No.
Okay. I need a little tiny X. Clear the field button.
I do like how in XD, say in Illustrator, there's the, add a point, remove a point, pen tool. Like there's 3 different tools, 4 different tools if you count the, the anchor point tool. And this just does it all with 1. So it's like if I want to convert this to a point or a curve, I can just double click on it, right? Super easy. As I bend this, if I hold down the Alt key, I can kind of manipulate that in just like that. So it's just like makes it pretty easy. It's a no-brainer. I want to add points. I can just click on the path and add points. So I can do a very sad job at making a tuna fish. But again, I am getting into the visuals when I should really be like, actually what I could do as well, this is what I'll do. Circle. Double click. Do something like that. That might look a little better. More symmetrical. All right, how's everyone doing? Jim Zielinski is in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. You are the winner of some fantastic XD songs.
Kristen said my hair looks nice today, too.
Yes. Thank you.
Cool.
You do this, then? What do you do?
We have great hair.
What do you do?
Yeah, just a little. I can do this. That's my length.
That's a cool move.
I'm sorry. I was totally interrupting you talking about the
giveaway. No, you were like...
I'm like,
my hair.
Yeah. Got a hair compliment.
It's the little things in life. But no, I'm just taking shapes and just removing points when I need to remove them. Maybe remove that one. Scale this down. Anyways, I'm getting too caught up on this. I need to kind of get out of this and back onto the functionality. And this is pretty typical what happens, don't you think? It's like, you...
100%.
Yeah,
I'm definitely... I need to be
reined in.
Painting with broader strokes.
Yeah. That happens.
And that's why I always start in the sketchbook, because I can just get a lot of those broad strokes instead of I do love to jump into software, but I tend to get into the details really fast. So I have to look back at my sketchbook.
Still use some cool sound waves in here. All right, cool. Everybody's having a good time. Somebody has to restart. That's cool. Laura has to leave. Unacceptable.
Darn.
All right, but no, it's like it gets late for some people. I know some people in Europe tend to drop off, which gives everybody else your odds of actually winning the contest even better. We can work on this little Tuna guy later, but I think something like this and integrating like a sound wave would be really cool.
Yeah,
But
I
let's
love
just
it.
play with that. So we can import, we can record. Ooh, that's an accidental like gradient. I didn't actually mean to do that, but it's actually kind of cool. So I think I'll model.
Definitely
Change this one.
gradient.
And this is also a new feature. So this is obviously solid color, linear gradient. Again, I think I just selected that, so I'll leave that, but also there's radial gradient available. It's kind of hidden there, but that totally works. So what did you say that this Tuna app does? You said in 2 words you kind of described what it does. I forget the words that you used. I apologize.
Well, my file right now is called Tune Interpreter.
Okay.
So yeah, it interprets songs.
We could have also called this like Babelfish.
Mm-hmm. That's a great name.
You get it? Do you get it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it.
Do you really though?
Well, how
Like
how there's already a thing that's called.
Yeah, from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Also that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is there really a Babelfish thing already out there? But yeah, isn't it called Babelfish? So Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's a tune interpreter because you put the fish in your ear and then and you could actually then
that's a tuna. That's a tuna interpreter.
It should be a tuna interpreter. You hear that, Douglas Adams? You need to correct that novel of yours because that is better writing. That's pretty good. Is that wrong that we say that? You were good. No wonder you're senior designer.
There's a website called Babelfish. I haven't seen it for a while.
Okay, we can go with that. A website called Babelfish.
That
I believe you.
was a translator.
And it's probably from the novel, named
Yeah,
after
it's
the novel.
totally a reference
Okay,
to that.
cool.
Yeah, to the same thing you're referencing.
All right, so I guess my idea isn't original. But I like it.
That happens, you know. I love the name Tuna. I'm really excited about it.
I like that
everyone.
we kind of did it jokingly. I think whoever submitted it might have been kind of joking around.
I think he was. Yeah, he was saying that.
But it's
Babelfish.
You know, and this is why there are no bad ideas. You never know where ideas come from. Like, could seem ridiculous, and next thing you know, that's what we're calling it. I really like this. And it totally works. Like we're talking about sound waves being like the waves of an ocean. I mean, it's working out great for graphics for me. And then we hit the record, so you can jump here. Again, going to prototype. We have these 2 screens. So this one's gonna actually import. We'll go here, record, go here. And once we hit record, it does that. Quite frankly, it should be either pause or stop. And there's not quite this just yet either. But I don't want to get rid of them because I might need them. Right, so you hit record. Actually, I should have all these lined up. They're actually not lined up yet.
It's looking really good. Good job.
Thank you. All right, Be Solid, By Solid Effects likes it. That's cool. Tune Guru, into it. So, what else do you like to do for fun? You actually are pretty busy because you're here as a senior designer. You're also an instructor, right? And then again, you're playing music, singing.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, let's see, for fun, what do I do?
I don't do anything for fun, by the way, so I don't expect you to, like, you know.
I'm like really I'm really doing the music thing. I'm like going to shows a lot in the city, which is really fun. Going to see other bands, going to support like friends that I've met. I go to open mics too. I've had a couple of shows so far, but then I also go play at open mics and you meet fun people there and they have bands and you go see their bands and they come to your shows and it's really nice. So that takes a lot of time too.
Yeah, I mean, and this is just such a great like music city, I think.
Yeah. A lot of bands come through, like big bands, which is really exciting for me.
All right, so so what I'm doing, we hit record, we could hit stop. Once we could always have a re-record button. This is where you have to reference, you know, apps that are already out there, quite frankly. Because you said do you sometimes record yourself too using, we have voice memos?
Yep, I use voice memo.
Okay.
Just on the iPhone.
I like how it's laid out because it actually has, yes, it does the recording. You can always hit stop and you can always hit play back. All right, so this is good. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. Because I think I was making this too hard on me. But so again, this is voice memos has already kind of solved this problem for me, so this is good. All right, how are we doing, everybody? We could use a logo submission, sure. If you don't like my little fish, that's okay. I'll take a logo. But what I really want you to do, and we'll check this out in a second. Actually, if we can switch to your screen, Ainsley's screen, see how you're doing. That'll give me a chance to kind of check out submissions. And
yeah, I'm just really noodling on this screen of what your results would look like. I think I want to do a few different versions of that. I'm looking for just some quick UI real fast. I want this. I'm gonna ungroup it.
Thank you, Chavez. Just uploaded a prototype for his series. That's cool. True does yoga and meditation for fun. That's cool. Good to see you, Tim. Ooh, that's cool. So Daniel Newman used to actually be an usher, so he'd got to go see free shows and stuff at a fancy theater. Into it.
That's really fun.
Into it. So this is good. And welcome again. If you're new or if it's your first time joining us, let us know. Just say, hey, I'm new. Because guess what? This one here, Ainsley, first time. We said, hey, we know you have things to do and you're busy, you know, building things and making things look pretty and functional. But come join us and have some fun with us. So let us know if you are new here. We have a challenge going on. I'm going to check out those challenge submissions right now. And you can select the challenge tab where the challenge is making a trivia app, which has been the most fun, I must say.
The trivia?
Oh, trivia's been a blast. It's been so much fun watching, seeing what people make. So we appreciate you. We appreciate, let's see, Janet's, Sean's, Yeezu made another one. I don't know, I think could be an addition, but you know, again, it has to be a new app if you're going to do a new submission. Chandon got yours as well. Ooh, there we go. Yeezu's. Oh, this is going to be so fun. Yeah, Voodoo Val, I agree. It's, yeah, this whole... Ooh, Cool. Voodoo Val, are you a musician as well? Do you play an instrument? Other than the air guitar like me, that's what I play. And I nail every note. But yeah, Voodoo Val, I don't know what you play.
How much time is there left to enter the challenge?
Well, technically like 6 minutes left.
Ooh.
But yeah.
So 6 minutes.
Yeah. Not even. It's like people who overuse the word literally. Like everybody overuses that word. No, literally. I know, literally. Yeah, you just don't even have to say the word literally. Why do you say it? That's what I just did. Chavez, oh, got yours too. Thank you, my friend. Melody as well. Fun times. Ooh, Hisham, just in time as well. So yeah, like 5 minutes. 5 minutes left, right? 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Mm-hmm. We got confirmation. Cool. And it looks like we have about 10 entries so far. I'm going to start reviewing some of these just so we don't run out of time. Is that okay?
Totally.
And you can kind of...
I'm going to keep doing this if that's okay.
No, that's cool.
Or do you want me to review it?
No. But when I find something really cool, I'm going to be like, hey, check this out.
Oh, for sure.
This one from Sean Parsons, I think you guys already kind of reviewed it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, let's go through, because honestly, look at this. Look at that, 16 screens. Sean Parsons. Holy moly. First of all, I love this. This little icon is really cool.
That is cool.
Let's sign up.
Said I wasn't going to look, but I can't
you can't help it. Let's pick a category. Tornadoes. Call Michael Shays if there's a tornado. Perfect. Zombies. I'm the zombie. Got it. How did you know? Which alien are you? He's a legal alien though, by the way. Monsters? Oh, cool. Next question. Let's take a look at all these screens, clicking through all of them. I like how it's adding up the points. You can see when you're logged out. And I like, it's kind of a full-on app. And both incorrect and correct answers, which is way cool. So, look what I'm doing. Who made this little web experience for commenting? Sorry you can't see that, everyone. I should minimize this. Great job. Good job, Sean Parsons. Family trivia. What's the name of the branch of the French army created for foreign recruits? Where's Michael Shays when you need him? I would say C. Maybe next time. I'm an amateur.
I think it's French Foreign Legion.
Oh, French Foreign Legion. Good job. You're so smart. Oh, look at it. You're smart and you have great hair. How you feeling?
Makes two of us.
Killing it. How many cups of milk are in a gallon of milk? I don't know. A lot of them?
Ooh.
In a gallon? Gosh, I don't even know how many ounces are in a gallon. I'm going to go with 16 cups.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
was gonna guess that too.
Who's the singer of the 2010 song Baby? I would assume that's like a Justin Bieber song.
You're
Good
so smart.
job. Need help? Oh, you can ask your grandma.
Aw, I like
She'd
that.
be like, what's a Bieber? Or you can ask Grandpa. He's like, oh, I know Bieber, because he's a fan.
Yeah.
Or you can ask the teen. Oh, that's clever, because you know they would, maybe you're asking them, but they could be kind of leading you astray. Like the teen would know the answer to the Bieber question. The grandpa would know the answer to the Foreign Legion question.
Probably.
So, I like it what you're doing here. What a color. Let's start. What a color. What a color. What a color. Let's start with R. What a color. Ooh. So it must be talking about the background color, do you think?
Yeah. Keep going.
138.40.
Whoa.
That's pretty good.
So
Clever.
it's asking you to know the RGB values for the background color.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool. I would not know it. I mean, I could not do this.
I wonder how you would, unless you had those values in your brain.
Like, I mean, you can guess.
Could you do
obviously,
a color picker?
You probably could.
And try to approximate it on your own, and
that would have been, that would have been interesting.
Wow.
I like it.
That's fun.
I like where your head's at.
It's
what a
color trivia.
And I think we have another one of those, so stay tuned because we have another designer-related one. Okay, so let's start at the top. Squares don't go back. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. I don't know what there is to do. Okay, so this is a situation where I wish there were comments because I would like to know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Any ideas?
What does it say? Oh, it doesn't say anything.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
But it's a kind of visual game, and I think you're supposed to like click on certain things. Okay, click. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. This one. Oh, now it's a game. Let's do this.
All right.
Let's do this.
So that was the first one. So wrong.
And this is good. And as we
I love this.
Sear this into our brain.
Yeah.
Searing it into our brain.
Okay.
This one, for sure.
Good job. That was not what I was going to guess.
But I did watch this like 3 times. So this is like a legit game, and we will find out your name. This is fantastic. Let us know if you made the Squares Don't Go back. I don't know what this back is. I don't know if that's part of the title. Either way, let us know if you made the Squares game, because I want to congratulate you. But you do have to do this one with me real fast as well. Font Guru. Choose a type.
Me? Oh, I have to do this with you.
Yeah. Let's go to sans serif. What is this font?
Oh no. It's either Futura or
Avenir Next.
Next. What's it? What is Futura?
You were right. What's this font? Railway.
Yeah.
What's this font? Oh, this is Futura.
We're gonna get it this time.
We got it. Railway. We're just here for like a half an hour. We don't realize the game's looping.
Feels so good.
We just think we're really smart.
All those right answers.
We got all those right answers. So we would love to... Man, this is so good, by the way. Adobe Live. Here's the deal, Earthling. Answer 3 questions. Earthling was the name of our app we made this morning. Aww. Answer 3 questions. Earth is
name.
saved. What should you do to reduce global warming? Plant trees, drive fuel car, release CO. Yeah, if they're in captivity, I think you should release them. But let's go with plant trees. If the sea ice disappears, polar bear will be gone. Polar bear. Yeah, you saved me. Hey, here's the deal, Earthling. Answer 3. Okay, yeah, so I think we basically did it. They're still working on it, but that's the idea. So very cool.
Got it. So you
yay, 2 more questions. Question 2.
That gives you a little like a trivia bit.
I like it. Let's kind of click through all these. I'm there, I'm dying. Now I'm sad. But great icon as well.
Awareness trivia app. That's an interesting angle on it.
And earn enough points, win free socks. Let's play this.
Oh boy.
Starting with profile. Jasmine. All right, let's dive into socks. Let's go to this one, actually. Go to design. Select a challenge, Adobe software. If you want to create a book, which software would be the best choice?
Oh, that's cute.
Which one would you pick? If you wanted to create a book.
InDesign. Are we playing each other?
We're a team. Oh, geez. Maybe we are. What's the shortcut for mask an object symbol in Adobe Experience Design? Command Shift M is what I want to say. Or
I don't know.
No, I don't know the answer either. I'm gonna do Shift Command K.
Got it.
Oh, you beat me. Claim your prize. Claim your prize. You're known as Jasmine in this. But great job.
Fun.
That's very cool. And again, let's kind of click through all these screens. 12 screens, by the way. And again, look at all those points accumulated.
I like the art.
Yeah, it's super fun. And
fun.
Playful is what it says.
It's like a play on sockin', like you're battling, and then the
And you win
socks.
Socks. All right, so how well do you know the Mean Girls quotes? Try and match the character with the quote of the movie. So, 120 calories and 48 calories from fat. What percent is that? I don't know.
Regina George.
Okay, you got that right. She's totally rich because her dad invented toaster strudels.
I think that's Janice Ian.
And
it's
none for
Gretchen
Gretchen
Wieners.
Wieners by- Next question. Irregardless. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I just like spit all over my screen. That was gross. Boyfriends is just off limit to friends. I mean, that's just like the rules of feminism. Who's the girl? Who's the main girl in it? Because that's
It's not
the main
Regina
girl.
George.
Oh, it's not.
It's not Katie Heron. It's either Karen or Gretchen.
We're open if
Gretchen.
anybody knows this answer. We're going with Gretchen. Gretchen Wieners. That's so fetch. Wow, we could just do this all day long. She took him back. Regina took Aaron back.
Oh, that's Katie. Yeah, Katie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are good. Let me see. That's not even cranberry juice. It's cranberry juice cocktail. It's all sugar.
That's Aaron.
That's so fetch.
Well, I like this map.
All right. Ainsley's like has this. This is really high on
Maybe my favorite.
on your list. Let's move on to this one. Oh, you have to choose in 6 seconds.
What?
Which
goes? Oh, okay.
which of these ornaments
That's fun.
goes with the set? I don't know what's really
third.
meant there.
Do the third one.
Correct.
That is
Smiley.
so cute. Wow, what great illustrations.
Ooh, which color goes with those set of colors? Oh, this is killing me.
Huh?
Would it be like this one or this one? Because it's washed out, so is it the center one or is it this one?
I choose the middle one.
Correct again. Nailing it.
Maybe
And then
they're
the-
all correct. Oh.
Yeah, no, there's
No?
some that are wrong.
Oh.
And oh, here we go.
That's a little bit hard. I would say the middle one again.
We were just seeing if there was a bottom one. All right, good stuff. And again, these are like looking sort of like they're fully functional. There's even this one. Which of the frames can put with that set of frames? This one.
Yeah.
Correct.
Love
Super
it.
fun. Man, these are getting fleshed out like nobody's business.
So have you seen that one, some of these in development?
We have not. We're just getting the getting a first peek. I don't know if they're all eligible. Ooh, we have more to show as well. So if we could switch to your screen. Yeah, if you could go to Ainsley's screen just so I can open up these others.
I'm just having fun illustrating some musical graphics. So I am making a screen that you would click on if you hit this page and you wanted to maybe click on the E major scale and see what that looked like. So I'm doing that really slowly while looking at your great submissions.
Yeah, this is good, and I'm glad we're giving these enough time because they, yeah, are definitely worth checking out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 more to show now. I'm gonna dive right into it.
Go for it.
Pop quiz, let's do this. Let's dive into the history. Daydreaming enhances creative thinking, long-term planning, self-awareness. Hey, what year was Illustrator 88 released? It was 86.
Wow.
I love it. When was Adobe founded? That was like 82?
Yep.
Sweet. Typography. Sans serif type first appeared in 1816. When working with smaller fonts, which is more readable? Technically, well, like mono would be pretty legible, but I would typically pick sans serif.
Serif.
Maybe you're right. What's the spacing between letters called? Kerning or tracking?
That's...
These both would win.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Kerning is when between each individual. Kerning just between a set of letters. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Would agree to disagree. I'm the only one that's like, this app is wrong. I'm like, history is wrong, and I'm right. First computer in the world was named the Z1 in 1936. I thoroughly believe that. These computers are developed and distributed by one company only. Mac.
Yes,
that was fun.
It is true.
All right, well, although simple, this kind of shows that it doesn't need to be overly designed. I kind of would have spent a little time on the font, but it's fantastic, so great job. The big pop trivia, diving into this, rock and roll.
Fun.
Who was the original artist behind Spell? On You, made famous by the likes of Nikki's.
Spell on You.
Oh, Spell on You. I put a spell on you. Muddy Waters.
Does that mean it's right?
You didn't know.
I like
the
that
sassiness.
animation, though. That's pretty cool.
Oh, so you click twice. That's what I'm talking about. I like how this
Cool.
one has attitude and it doesn't take itself seriously. It's like fun graphics. So good job. Face quiz. Let's get started. Who is... It's Freddie Mercury. Congratulations. Killed it. Total worthy submission meets the requirements. Pop trivia. Next up, we have multiple categories. So let's dive into this, starting with history. What year was Queen Elizabeth crowned? 1952. I just got really lucky. Music. Which Spice Girl had a hit song with Bryan Adams?
Don't remember.
Chandler Bing. That's his last name. Last one. Did a great job. What's the most spoken language in the world? Chinese? Let's go with Chinese. Okay, good. It's great. Thank you so much. Again, like we're getting all these apps or prototypes with so many screens. This one had 10. So great job on the pop trivia game. Next up, bird trivia. What is an ornithologist? Someone who studies... I know, someone who studies a bird's beak, someone who studies a bird's wing, someone who studies ornithology. Well, geez, what do you think? Oh, all of the above. Boom. Correct. I like to be continued. Bird trivia. Adorable. All right. Daniel Newman with the jokes. Chandler, the only person to use Bing. Ha ha ha. Ooh, missed a question. Ox and ox are closer to buttons. Cool. I like it. Bird Trivia by Randy Halquist. Oh, Rodney. This is Rodney's. Rodney, you did a fantastic job. Got it in on time. We have a ton to kind of get narrowed down. And, yeah. Ainsley, I'm going to need your help once I get these narrowed down. Help me pick a winner.
Okay.
Okay.
I help you.
Which means you're going to be breaking some hearts.
That'd be sad.
All right, yes, I agree with the Voodoo Val. Awesome work, everybody. Everybody did a fantastic job. We went over probably 12 to 15.
Yeah, these are really fun.
Can you kind of talk about what you're working on, the audience?
Yeah, I can. So this is 2 screens that are potential kind of readouts, and they're really bright on the previous screen I'm looking at. But so if you have gone through and you've imported your song, like the pages Paul's mocking up, or you have hummed your tune, this is the page that you would get. And this is like a TBD animation screen when it's working. So it says, hey, this song is in E major. It is at this tempo, so that means 120 beats per minute. And then it tells you the key signature, so like it can kind of tell you're doing it in 4/4 time. And then it also gives you a space up here to name your song or delete it. And then there's an advanced level that takes you, actually that is not mocked up yet, but for instance, if you clicked on E major, that would give you like a little bit more information about the E major scale, what that looks like. It's 4 sharps, gives you a little scale right here. I saw some other good suggestions on the live feed about maybe linking to the tabs, because not all instruments read in this clef.
Interesting.
So, and then other songs that you could listen to that are in that same key. So links off from there. As I'm talking through this, I realize I need a back button here. So people need to be able to get back.
And yeah, that's a good call, Tim. It's like, yeah, some parts as we look at it and as we dive more into the design, we might, like he's saying, the search bar. Is that right? The search bar is hard to read.
It is, yeah. On the screen, it's like really washed out. I'm gonna make this a darker
we could
color.
tweak it. Yeah.
I might try to match your.
Yeah, that's gonna. Ooh, that's so pretty.
Let's do
that's so pretty.
that. Let's reverse it though.
That's so nice.
Should be able to reverse, right?
You might not be able to grab the ends. That's the only tricky part.
Okay. All right. I'll save this. I'm gonna write it down. B4O.
Thanks, Kevin. Kevin's just keeping it real. He's like, the yellow's awful. He's like, hey, I'm just keeping it real.
Okay.
We hear ya.
Here's more yellow for ya.
Ainsley's.
What was that?
You're like, guess what? Guess whose app this is? What you gonna do? You don't like yellow? You can go ahead and design a trivia app. How about you do that? You're so sassy.
Just getting feedback received.
It's good. No, it's really good. I love how honest it is.
I'm thinking it could be less bright down here.
All right, I have.
There, that's a little better, I think.
I have a top 4. Narrow down to our top 4 as you. That's looking so good though. I just love looking at that color. It's very clean. I love like white type on a darker background, and the fact that it's.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like really rich. I'm into it.
I like it too. Sunset colors.
We gotta check with Kevin. Kevin was the one who was like, that yellow's gross. But this is a good point, actually. Like, sometimes you're right. I think yellow is a tricky color because it's hard to mix yellow with other colors because it gets awfully muddy, like awfully fast. And if you're not going for mud, I think it looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty good. I like it. That's totally the only trick with it is like you can't blend yellow with black because it just starts to look kind of muddy, is in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Don't want that. Get that tuna out of the mud.
Pertuvi is giving you a hex color. Appreciate that. I don't know if we're gonna have time to type it in. It's actually just already scrolled off the screen. But that's good. And this is what we like. We like to hear feedback. You know, I think everybody's good-hearted. Oh, that's good. Oh, there's a GitHub for cool hues, cool gradients. That's good to see. So that's awesome.
That's very helpful.
Micah says that it looks good. Thanks, Micah. Yeah. So, Ashok, you should be able to download kits in XD as long as it's, hopefully you're running at least the trial. I want to get these narrowed down. Oh, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Actually,
stop me.
I have the top 4. Okay, right here. We start off on this right side because again, this one they put a lot of work into it. There's 29 screens, so this one probably has arguably the most screens. I'm not unsure about the design. I think the design needs more work, but I like the amount of work they put into it, so that's why it's there. This one, aside from giving us a descriptor, we didn't know what was going on, but this was really pretty fun to play.
Yes.
Right?
Very engaging.
It took us like 3 times to figure out, oh, choose which one you didn't see. So this is almost a subsection of maybe this app right here. Because this app was like, okay, which one's the same, which one's different? You know, that whole idea. Again, pretty fun. Great job there. Then we have Sockin' which we dive into it. History. We are going into like a challenge mode. So again, just kind of go in here, kind of click through, design, Adobe software, that whole thing. So I personally have a favorite. I don't know what you're thinking. Any thoughts?
How does this work? Do we start to narrow down now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We start to narrow them down. I already have it kind of personally. I already kind of have, I've already kind of thought through it. But I want to get your feedback. What's your general feedback? Where you lean into your top 2?
I think these are a great top 4. The ones that particularly appeal to me and my aesthetic are the first and third ones you have on the screen.
This one and this one?
So Squares Don't Go and forget the name of the other one.
UI elements, something.
Yeah.
I don't know what's called.
I love that there's very little text and very little explanation, and it's all very simple and visual.
Okay.
So those are my top 2.
I like it. Yeah, let's just go with those would be my top 2 as well. I would never ever use this font like anywhere, but it totally works here.
It does work.
So color and font choice, like spot on.
Yeah.
And not using it everywhere. Use it right here. Have badges. Like I think they did a fantastic job there. So
really in depth.
Yeah, exactly. I would maybe say this one, but I had a hard time figuring out what it does because there's no description of what the game does.
I know, but I love that. It was so compelling because were sort of like really drawn in by not knowing.
Yes. Okay. Well, hey. I say we pick a winner, and I say we go with this one. Sound good to you?
Sounds good to me.
All right, congratulations to this trivia game. We actually don't have their name associated with it. We'll find out who you are and make sure that they qualify and all that good stuff. Squares don't go.
Squares don't go.
Squares don't go back. We don't know what it means. We don't know any of it, but it stands out amongst all of them. And it was really hard for us to pick, but we really do appreciate you, Ainsley, for dropping in today and kind of diving through a process. Somebody who actually works on XD and here internally at a big tech company. So we appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Yay. So they can find you on the interwebs.
Yep.
Ainsley Wagoner. You can see her name on the screen right now and all that good stuff. But shout out to everybody who's participated in the challenge. Keep it coming. Stick around. Michael Crabtree up next with Michael Shays. More chances to win and fun stuff. Everybody say thank you to Ainsley. Thank you, Ainsley, for coming and joining us today. Did you have a good time?
Had a great time.
Yay.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're so fun to work with, so this is good. Thanks, everybody.